So over the past couple of weeks, I've told you guys about different stories, about different warnings, and trying to help you and at least prepare for what could be coming. Well, we actually have some good news, and I want to talk about this because right now things are about to change. We could see some additional relief, we could see some more help, and I want to explain where that's coming from and why this is actually good news. Now, if you have any questions on any of this stuff, please ask your questions down in the comment section below. But here's what we know. Now, inflation is expected to keep going up over the next couple of months. This doesn't sound good, but it could actually result in some benefits to lower and middle income households, and I'll explain more in just a minute. We also know that fuel is likely to surge just over the next week. Again, this doesn't sound good, but it could have some positive benefits behind it. And I say this because gas prices normally stay relatively high during a holiday weekend. So we could see some additional relief in the matter of a few weeks. And this is good news. This is really good news because what we are expecting as of right now, as long as there's no big breaking news, okay, or nothing coming out of Ukraine or Russia, right? But here's what we're expecting. So gas prices, let's say they're normally $4. I'm just going to use just basic $4, all right? They're not, but let's say they're at $4. During a holiday weekend or week, what normally happens is it goes from $4 to, let's say, $4.15, $4.10, right? You see that little uptick. Well, here's what's happening now. What's actually happening right now, and I'll show you the AAA's their gas price chart, but here's what's going on right now. Look at this. Okay, so gas prices today are $4.81 as of today. Let's go back to what we've seen over the past week. So a week ago it was $4.90. It was $5.16 back on June 14th. Okay, but a week ago it was $4.90. Yesterday was $4.82. Today is $4.81. Here's what's happening. Gas prices are coming down, right? They're slowly coming down. Again, look at this. Okay, in a week, they've gone down 9 cents from $4.90 to $4.81. Or they've gone down a penny from just yesterday. So here's what's happening. Gas prices are slowly coming down. Okay, now here's why this is so important. Gas prices should be going up during this weekend. They're not. They're coming down. So once we get past this holiday weekend, the expectation is gas prices aren't just going to drop a penny. They could potentially drop 5, 10, 15, 25 cents a gallon. That's the good news. And again, I know I've been telling you guys for a while that just be prepared because we could see gas prices surge over the holiday weekend. Well, what's looking like is happening as of right now is the American people are just not wanting to spend money. The American people are having a tough time parting ways with their own money. That's great because this means we're seeing demand destruction all around. We're seeing it with retail spending. We're obviously seeing it with housing. And now we're seeing it with fuel and travel. That's really good news. That's really good news because once we see demand destruction, again, that's where we see a lot more people come in. Our supply chain will slowly fix itself out, work out the kinks. That's good news. And before long, we will have lower inflation here in the US. Gas prices will likely come down even more. The United States will be back on track to where we once were. Again, all good news. And I know I haven't done a lot of reporting on good news lately because there hasn't been any. You really have to read between the lines. You gotta look far. You gotta look far in order to find these good reports. But that's what's happening as of right now. And again, I could have come out and said gas prices are gonna fall, right? Retail spending is gonna come down. The prices of goods is going to drop. I could have said this weeks ago. But at the same time, we didn't have confirmation that the American people were actually not spending their own money. So that's good news. The only problem is some people in some lower and middle income households are spending money, but it's on credit. They're using credit cards. So again, not the greatest option, but again, I understand if prices are coming down on say a TV or some type of product that you desperately needed, now would be the good time to actually buy those things. So we'll see what happens there. But what else is changing? Well, here's where a big change is going to happen, and we know this. We know a change has to happen because what we know is Democrats must do something in order to try to win during this upcoming midterm election. Because of this, they either have to pass multiple smaller bills or at least one larger bill. Here's the problem. Right now, Senator Mitch McConnell, he's a minority leader. He does not want to pass the $52 billion bipartisan bill. This is that Chinese competitiveness bill. He doesn't want to pass this. And he doesn't want to pass this because he's worried that we are going to see some changes to the filibuster. That potentially Democrats could vote to pretty much get rid of it or filibuster reform. He's worried about that. He's worried about just certain bills. He's worried about Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer working with Senator Joe Manchin, try to get a bill done that's going to address climate, that's going to increase taxes on the wealthier individuals and large corporations, and also it's going to provide some relief to seniors because prescription drug prices will come down. That's what we're seeing. So he isn't all for all of that, especially not this time. But again, that's part of the relief that we could potentially see. Here's something else. Where's this additional relief going to come from? Because I've been seeing a lot of questions that the Federal Reserve, the federal government is not going to provide any additional relief. That they're getting so much pushback from the Treasury. They're getting so much pushback from the Federal Reserve. And they are. Well, here's what you need to keep in mind. Any additional relief is not coming from the federal government. That's not where it's coming from. It is going to be coming from the states themselves. States will start sending out more relief. They're already sending out stimulus checks and child tax credits, property tax credits, even child care credits. Again, a lot of these are credits, but they will help. Now, the reason states are more likely to provide additional relief is because they still have additional money. They have billions and billions of dollars from that $350 billion that they received from the American Rescue Plan. And so their job is to distribute that, put it, allocate it as they see fit. But again, it's going to take some time. We're also seeing assistance from retail stores as well. And I know a lot of people are saying, just because a retail store has excess inventory doesn't mean they're going to pass on the savings to the customer. Yes, they will in certain instances. And I've seen it with electronics. I've seen it with clothing. You go into Target, you see it all the time with kitchen products. I don't know how many kitchen products I've seen on clearance just recently. It's a lot. But it's not just Target. It's even stores like Walmart, Gap, Kohl's, Big Lots. All these stores have excess inventory. Dick's Sporting Goods. You like to go and play baseball or soccer, football. Potentially go into a Dick's Sporting Goods and see what they have because you might be able to find a pretty good deal. So, the fact that these stores are starting to lower their prices is good because they're trying to liquidate excess inventory because right now the cost to house some of this inventory is just so excessive, they want to get rid of it. They don't need another to rent, a storage space, for a couple months just because they're trying to liquidate inventory. They want to sell through all their inventory as fast as possible, liquidate it, and then start fresh. That's what they want. So, here's one thing I can tell you. Things are going to change. They have to change. We will see additional relief. It may not come in the form of a stimulus check, but it may come in the form of price cuts, tax credits, deductions, whatever it may be. But there is additional relief coming. We just have to be patient because, like I said, it's the midterm elections that are coming up. We know President Biden and the Biden administration, they are seriously contemplating providing up to $10,000 in student debt forgiveness. We know that's still on the table. We know there's still discussions on a federal tax holiday for gas, right? The gas tax holiday, that's still on the table. There's chances we could see the child tax credit payments come back in more of a bipartisan bill. Again, it's all still on the table. So things are going to change. The good news as of right now is that it's happening. It's slow, but it is happening. All right. So if you have any questions on any of that stuff, please ask your questions down in the comment section below. As always, thank you guys for watching. Consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys on the next one.